our American way of life. Isn't it grand? Peace, freedom, and bacon and eggs. Seems perfect. But what if it's not? Friends, your future may not be as secure as you think. Where will you be when the atomic bombs fall?
Let's get this out of the way right now. Fallout 3 is absolutely massive. The scale of this game seems manageable at first, but when the world opens up and you realize just how much there is to explore and how much there is to see and do, it's honestly a little intimidating. There's a reason this game won numerous Best of Show awards at E3, along with several Game of the Year awards. People went absolutely crazy for Fallout 3 after the success of The Elder Scrolls 4, which is still to this day one of my favorite games of all time. I was a little skeptical consuming yet another post-apocalyptic piece of content after giving so much of my time to The Walking Dead and other end-of-the-world adventures. I was afraid it would just be the same old cookie-cutter thing everyone else does. Barren wasteland, scavenging for ammo and supplies, and some kind of monster that hunts you around every corner. While I definitely experienced a couple of these cliches, I will say without a doubt that Fallout 3 adds a layer of depth to the seemingly barren world that I never thought was possible. They found a way to make it interesting with a story full of plot points and constant reasons to keep coming back. Voice actors like Liam Neeson help bring these characters to life, and you'll find that there's a lot of detail packed into the Capital Wasteland. You start off as a child born in Vault 101, just one of many safe houses created by the government to shelter citizens from the results of a nuclear war. You create your character and the depth of the game starts to show itself right away. I've never started a game where my character actually began as a newborn baby, then progressed as a toddler, and got a glimpse of growing up in the world before thrusting me into the role of my adult self. It really adds a sense that you are part of this living, breathing world. You quickly learn that there's more to the vaults and that an entire wasteland lies just outside the doors. That first moment when you exit the vault and the entire horizon opens up in front of you had my jaw dropping. Just when I thought I was through with a play session, the game would throw something else at me that I just had to do before I turned it off. I found myself driven to explore and advance to the next part of the story. I was caught off guard by a few twists and turns that had me engaged in the plot. Exploring rewarded me with some very memorable moments that were heavy, interesting, or just plain cool. Giving me the freedom to choose how I played in every situation had me questioning my decisions heavily before making them. Some choices I thought wouldn't affect me later on turned out to have long-term consequences. And don't even get me started on the super cool VAT system. This has to be one of my favorite game mechanics of all time. While shooting in the standard fashion definitely leaves room for improvement, it has encouraged me all the more to use the VAT's targeting system over and over again. It's by far one of the most awesome ways to take out your enemies, and I found myself using it constantly. It made me feel pretty awesome, and I wish there were more mechanics like that in other shooters I've played. Now, the game is pretty and definitely has some gorgeous moments like I mentioned, especially in such a vast world to explore. However, there was some noticeable screen tearing on the 360 version, and the game actually froze on me once or twice, forcing me to restart the console. While these minor bugs are a little frustrating, it doesn't ruin what is overall a trip worth taking. If you're like me, you likely won't get through the over 100 hours worth of content to explore. Side missions, interesting locations, and a pretty decent story make Fallout 3 a landmark title that I wish I had more time to play. You know a game is good when it makes you forget about all the other ones you own for an extended period of time. The world sucks you in and gives you so many reasons to stay interested and keep playing. When I thought I might get bored, I was thrown another fresh curveball. I still prefer the Elder Scrolls series to Bethesda's Fallout titles, but I can definitely see why this game has been critically acclaimed by so many. It's a fantastic world filled with interesting characters and storylines, and it's just begging for you to get lost in it. In 2019, it's definitely still worth giving a go if you haven't already. You'll get way more than your money's worth. What did you think of Fallout 3? What other games are still worth playing in 2019? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon to stay updated on more videos.
Our great country. And Billy, you'll have lots of swell kids to play with. Reserve your family spot in a state-of-the-art underground vault today. Sign up now and prepare for the future.